Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Monster, and today we have some super exciting Star Wars: The Black Series news to get into. There's an article from SW Toy Collector online that actually has a lot of evidence pointing towards the Black Series Daimyo Boba Fett coming out very soon. I know this is a super highly desirable figure for a lot of people, so let's go ahead and jump right into it because the evidence is pretty compelling. Really quick though, I do want to remind you guys that we are giving away this Black Series Clone 2-pack here at 15k subscribers, so if you are interested, you do have to be subbed to the channel. Make sure you go down, hit the like button, subscribe, and then once we hit 15k, I'll do a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on the giveaway video to enter. And I also want to announce our member giveaways for the month of August. For our standard members, we're giving away this Black Series Dengar, and for our premium members under the Lukeness Lieutenant tier, we're giving away this ARC Trooper Jesse. If you are interested, consider going down and hitting that join button down below and becoming a channel member. Any member who joins during the month of August will automatically be entered into the giveaway. Anyway, on to the video. So I will link this article down below if you guys do want to go check it out, but it is very interesting and it has a lot of evidence to back it up. Basically what this article does is it takes the brand new Black Series Mandalorian Privateer figure and it compares a lot of the molds on it to the, I believe, SH Figure Arts Daimyo Boba Fett, and it kind of shows that there's a lot of similarities between the molds. And essentially the idea is that Hasbro is basically reusing a lot of these molds that are going to be on the Daimyo Boba Fett on some of these background Mandalorians, and so basically we should be expecting to see this Daimyo Boba Fett show up anytime now. Obviously, Yakface has had a rumored new Book of Boba Fett character for a long time now, but we haven't really known what it is, and I think this one really fits that description quite well. It is the main version of Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett, so it would make a lot of sense if this was that mystery Book of Boba Fett figure we were looking for. But the first piece of evidence to prove it is the jetpack on the brand new Mandalorian Privateer. It's actually a brand new mold compared to the previous jetpacks we've gotten. So here is a side-by-side, and as you can see, they are different molds. Now the jetpacks are pretty identical when it comes to shape and size, but there's little tiny details that are molded into it that make it look different, and it's quite interesting that they would need to use a brand new mold just for this figure, and so that's why a lot of people are saying that this could easily be the Daimyo Book of Boba Fett jetpack. And comparing it to the SH Figure Arts version, as you can see here, they are practically identical. They are very similar in those tiny bits of details that are changed between the two Black Series versions. And once you take the jetpacks off, you can see that the peg holes on the back of the figure match up perfectly between the brand new Privateer jetpack and the Book of Boba Fett mold that we already have. So obviously, it'll fit on that Book of Boba Fett figure, which means that it's going to work on the future Boba Fett. And then the other mold here that was pointed out to be very similar to the Daimyo Boba Fett is the boot molds. Now on the Privateer there is a armor piece that is glued onto the front of the boot, but this is actually not like molded into the actual boot. It's just a piece that is glued onto the front and can be removed. And once that piece is removed, the boot is pretty much identical to what Book of Boba Fett's Daimyo would look like. And again, here is a comparison next to the SHF version, and as you can see, the molds are very similar in detail. Now they are a little bit different, but for the most part, the design is there. Now I do think they would have to make a new foot mold for it, but I don't know if that's completely out of the ballpark. They do different feet like that all the time, so just to swap out a feet mold but the shin mold be exactly the same, I could definitely see them doing for a Daimyo Book of Boba Fett. But it is pretty interesting because even the knee pads here are exactly the same mold as what Boba Fett would have. Now they would have to do new thigh pieces, but I'm sure that's again something that Hasbro would definitely be willing to do for that brand new Daimyo Boba Fett. I think the evidence here is really compelling, especially the fact that we have had a leaked / rumored Book of Boba Fett figure for a long time now. I think this really perfectly fits the bill for that, and of course, they're using that new sculpting on other figures, which means Hasbro's getting their reuse out of the figures, and that's something that Hasbro always tries to do. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Is this plausible? Are we kind of just pulling on strings here? Let me know, but I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, and would you guys end up buying a Daimyo Boba Fett? It's something that I would really want, and I think it would go great with the rest of the Book of Boba Fett figures, so let me know down in the comments, but I think this evidence is really compelling, and I will have the full article posted down below if you guys do want to check it out, but this is something I'm really excited for, and I think that this figure could be right around the corner. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.